Peace and blessings. What's going on? It's Kaleem Akne. I hope everybody out there cool. We just want to get into what we need to do out here. You know what I mean? As men, as women, as conscious men, as conscious women. You know, it's critical out here, man. So, you know, whatever skills you got to put them to use. And that's what we talking about, putting our skills to use. You know, I want to get to the point where people understand what it means to have a legal education, what a legal education can do for you. If you listen, you know what I mean, to the person that's teaching or that's giving his skills to you or her skills to you, that you can see the benefits in it, see the use of it, see the type of defense it offers you, you know what I mean, against oppression, against injustice, against, you know, being in debt, being a slave to, you know, the corporate world. You see what I'm saying? It's a defense against, you know, if you got a mortgage that's unlawful. You see what I'm saying? Legal education is going to handle that for you. If you in child support court, you know what I mean, improperly, a legal education is going to handle that for you. You know what I mean? If your IRS taxes are incorrect, a legal education going to handle that for you. If you get falsely arrested and put in jail, a legal education is going to handle that for you. You see what I'm saying? This is why, you know, when I got locked up, man, I stayed in the law library, man, and I read no less than 10 books a day. I made sure that when I learned the law, that I was going to really learn the law. You see what I'm saying? This is why when I was going up against the judicial system, you know what I mean, I was able to protect myself and able to make sure that I don't get caught out there with a whole bunch of time, or, you know, that my conditions not harsh or whatever it may be. You know, now being a pro se, no, they didn't take me favorably, and they didn't like what I was doing because, you know, in the scheme of things, you know, I'm messing with economics, but I'm really not messing with economics. I'm just showing them, you know, this is the brilliance of an individual. This is the brilliance of God-given talent. You see what I'm saying? This is what happens when you know, falsely accuse somebody, or when you try to take injustice and dish it to somebody. This is what happens. People, you know, are put here for specific reasons. I know my reason is probably to teach, because that's my name. Kaleem means that. It means one who wisdoms their power, one who speaks, one who teaches, one who has consideration for his fellow members, or fellow citizens, whatever you want to call it. You know, we have to realize that whatever skill set you got to pass it on. You see what I'm saying? That's the mind state we want to be in, that we want to get independent, build our own, pass our skills on. You see what I'm saying? You shouldn't take your skills to the grave with you and nobody know how to do what you doing. That's utterly ridiculous. You see what I'm saying? That's what they call a hoarder. That's like Ebenezer Scrooge or somebody, you know, taking all your riches and your wealth and you going to your grave with it. Like, that's not what we into. We into being men out here. We into being women out here. We into being conscious thinkers out here. We into being conscious movers out here. This is why I don't have a problem, you know, teaching. This is why I don't have a problem showing nobody, you know, how to understand legal work. You know what I mean? How to understand the law, natural law, all of this stuff, because everything is binding to a contractual obligation anyway. So if you are bound to a contractual obligation, it's best that you understand it. So, you know, when I'm talking about the UCC, what I'm really doing is I'm giving you a blueprint on how to get out of your situation. You know what I mean? And sometimes it doesn't take one individual. A lot of times it takes all of us, you know, to get in and you know, raise our voice. You know what I mean? Let our voice be heard, because the messenger taught us, It's not about individualism in this day and time. It's about nation building in this day and time. This is why when I see individuals bragging, boasting, talking about how much knowledge they got, or trying to sound super smart, super superb, I look at them like, yeah, that's nice, but the world's still in the condition that it's in. So what did you really do? What did you really move? You ain't really moved nothing. You see what I'm saying? Now, I'm not knocking them, because I love people who educate themselves. I love people that's wise. I love people that have skills. You see what I'm saying? But don't act like you the only gift to the world. We're not going to do that. I'm not going to allow you to place yourself in a higher position than me. You see what I'm saying? And too many people are doing that. And, you know, it's not a lot of skills being taught. It's a lot of people just, you know, getting certification degrees and really don't really know how to apply them to eat for themselves. You know what I mean? They always relying on a job. You know, I'm not knocking that either, because at one point in time I have to work. I have to find a job and do whatever. You see what I'm saying? But for the most part, I want to make sure that I take my skills, take my understanding of my skills, put them to use, and put food on my table for myself and become my own independent business. You see what I'm saying? And that's what it's about. So, you know, just take the time and understand about this, man. You know what I mean? Because this is what it's about. Anybody that has common sense and intelligence know you have to reproduce yourself. So saying. You see what I'm saying? But what I want you to really know is that it's about all of us, because just like the body has fingers, thumbs, arms, you know, shoulders, a head. In other words, you know, in society, we have to operate like a body as well. You see what I'm saying? And we can be successful if we do that. You understand what I'm saying? So we have to consider those things. We have to consider a lot. But I want to take a break right now, and I'm going to get back at you on a part 2. So take everything in. You see this right here? You know what I mean? Revolution. You see that? That's what we talking about. Revolution, the revolutionary mindset. You know what I mean? Get with the program. You know what I mean? Stop being scared to be revolutionary. You understand what I'm saying? Only thing you gonna do is hurt yourself. You ain't gonna hurt us, because we gonna continue to move and rotate and elevate. You know what I mean? But peace till I come back.